Hello and welcome back to Deck Pilot. This week in Deck Doctor we covered Arianelle's Yellow Immense list, and Arianelle went on to win the monthly cup. So let's take this deck for a spin on ladder and see how it does. Get something done. So I could keep Flashwind here because I have Time of Legends. That's gonna open up my Kaleem plays. So I'm just gonna keep Flashwind. If you guys disagree, by all means, tell me. And we're going up against a grumpy boy who's a farmer. He's a farm boy yak with a dead yak on his orb. That's just all sorts of wrong. So Time of Legend is kind of like draw Kaleem, right? Yeah, it's just draw Kaleem and be very happy on turn 2. So he's playing a mountain, okay. So we can take the desert, Time of Legend, Kaleem. That's a really good start for us. Go to collect on the next turn, stick around here, and then we have Flashwind for an aggressive play if we want to. We have Flashwind to answer a threat. So there's a lot of different things we can do with Flashwind and this. I think that's a really good opener, actually. Brute? Yeah, I thought I could smell a Brute. And a tower. This guy's no fun. So Kaleem's training. I could still go this way and then Nightmare this next turn and then move Flashwind clear on this. He doesn't have any deserts yet, so I don't really need to play around anything. So Wisdom is a one-of in this list. From Arianelle's build, and Arianelle likes this card. Flame Spitter. Oh, this might actually just be mono red. So Choke and Sands would be amazing here, but this deck doesn't run it, so we just go Nightmare. We take this, play the Flashwind, move across, kill the rest of this tower, set up the aggressive desert, take the Wind Soldier, and then we clear this here, making our Kaleem a little bit more durable. You can go into Flame Burst now, but doesn't do anything else, which is not too bad for him in this situation because I don't have any creatures, but I can go into Wisdom. Yeah, so okay, so I'm going to take this desert here. And this is a lot of deserts for this deck, but I'm just giving myself a collection spot for when I play aggressively. I could have taken desert here originally and then gone like double neutral, but I wanted to guarantee I had the aggressive spot. So let's see if this actually works out in my favor in the long run. Can I go Shaitan Demon next turn? And we see the little hand shuffle from our opponent there. Not too sure what to play, maybe. Just a Bloodsinger. That's fine. Into a Rebel Singer. So this is actually a burn deck, which makes this card a lot weaker. She really dislike playing this now. Let's take a draw. And this is some of the issues I have with this deck. You get hands like this, which is just a clutter of events, which you can't do a lot with. Alright, let's see if he has the 1 damage for the Colossus. Probably, if he's playing Burn, he's probably got 1 damage somewhere. Being a Flame Spitter, Derelict Tower. But it beats me playing an Outland Ranger, I think. Actually, I could have gone Outland Ranger Campfire, but then I just died to Flame Burst and I just lose my momentum. Maybe he doesn't have it. He is hesitating. Okay, he has it then. Into a fodder. Alright. Nice, I have a nice line. So I Soul Drain this guy into the Safeguard. And then I just clear this. Gain a Faeria. And I keep this alive now, so he needs that damage again. He didn't have it last turn. I don't believe he has it this turn. He needs to draw it. He does get 2 draws, which is a little sad, but we'll see. Hellfire. Oh, really? Lovely. Yep. Okay, so we'll go Campfire as well. Wouldn't hit in face for protection also be an option? Yeah, but I just didn't want it to get stuffed by removal. That was my issue. So now we have Nightmare. We just now start hitting that orb. I think you just take the clear when in that situation. The ball control's probably a bit more important than the orb damage. I have a super risky play, but I'm not going to do it because I'm too afraid. So I'm setting up a double collector. I'm expecting another Hellfire. Brute Ciphers. There we go. So I can collect here quite safely. I am gonna dash this one here. Just so he can't block. Then I double collect +1 Nightmare on this. I'm really low. Which makes Soul Pact... It makes like... So when you're low on life against basically red or yellow, these cards become really hard to play. They usually just sit in your hand. If I had committed to a demon early on and he just decided to ignore it, I would have lost a lot quicker. And this is my issue with some of the... Like even against blue these days, you know, you have 5/4 Ninja Toads. You know, it's really bad. And now I'm just 1 hit and a Flame Burst away from lethal. So he hasn't got lethal? Really weird. Don't really want to do that, but I kind of feel like I don't have a choice. Plays around... Well, it plays around 1 Flame Burst. That's it. And then you probably just Flame Burst this anyways. So like Wind Soldier or bust, unless he has Grimguard. Grimguard's pretty miserable. I'd probably move here to play around Grimguard. Derelict Tower. Oh, there's a big tower. Let's go for the lethal with Wind Soldier. Didn't find it. I lose the Flame Burst again. Not a fan. Surely he has a Cyber's Wrath. How does he not have lethal right now? The burn deck. Oh my goodness. Have I won? How did I win this game? Oh my... Wow. I'm absolutely shocked that I was able to win this match. And there we have it. GG's. A bit lucky on my part. You know, going for board control probably was the right line, rather than going for the damage. I would have been punished by that Hellfire. So yeah, the safeguard was used proactively, like I said in my deck doctor, rather than using it defensively. But yeah, that was an interesting game. That was quite tense. Match number 2, going against Aya, a monthly cup champion. So I'm using a monthly cup champions deck, Arianelle's, versus Aya, who was a previous monthly cup champion. And I'm going to keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. That safeguard could come very handy with this Windstorm Charger. I believe Aya won the December monthly cup. And then Mayhem won the January monthly cup. So he sets up his Outland Ranger now. I'm just going to go for Charger instead. I could have set up an Outland Ranger myself, but I would have to double neutral. And to be honest, I kind of want the Charger instead. Alright. He's almost God rank too. You know, he's getting there. Takes the desert. So now I want double neutral. Double neutral would be pretty sweet. Right, Campfire, preemptively. Yep. So he's playing around the fact that this can kill it. And live. Playing around Soul Drain as well, which is also very smart. So now if he does have the Flash Wind, they trade. Like this, he needs another Campfire to stop that, so he needs to play another Outland Ranger, but then I just have Soul Drain. And moving the Charger over to the right here contests his Charger moving over to the right as well. He might just move and Wind Soldier. Nope. So I guess he has a mobility? No, just a Soul Drain. Okay. So I'm just going to double neutral up. Take this. Take the Soul Drain here. Kind of feel like I should play something. So I'm going to stick this guy here. He could Wind Soldier, I guess, so I could play around that, but I want to keep the campfire for later. So if he does move now to collect with this card, I can move up and clear it with campfire safeguard. That's an option. Might not even need it. I guess we'll just see. If you can see, we're just going an opposite way. So he does have the Wind Soldier. Does he have Colossus? It'd be pretty sad if he had Colossus. Nightmare. Tough call. I think I take the draw and try and pick up a Wind Soldier. Colossus, not really what I want, and not something I want to pay Faeria for. Because if he just has Nightmare, I lose 2 Faeria in that exchange. I think I'd just go for another Imperial Guard by here. So if he does move into hit, you know, he may be a bit more cautious that way. And it protects my Charger. My Charger has more value. This is quite a difficult deck to pilot, I think. And this is a far more event-heavy variation than some others. This one's running Claims Trilent, so this is probably lose version. So he's being far more aggressive now. I really need a Soul Drain. I need to kill 2 of these. Maybe I just Nightmare now, because if I don't draw a Soul Drain or a Wind Soldier, I'm just so far behind. This costs me all my Faeria. I really don't like. Unless I do this. I can go Safeguard. Means he needs an event to kill me, but chances are he has an event. So let's do this. You can go Soul Drain. There's so many miserable situations here for me. And it's drawing these early is really bad. Like, you never want to draw them in the early game. You want to draw them in the late game. Yeah, see the Soul Drain trade-off here now. If he goes Colossus, I'll just surrender. There's just no point in continuing. I'll just see what his other line is. Wait, what? Really? Interesting. I guess he had no other creatures. That was the problem. Alright. Let's take a draw. Should have played the one from my hand there, because he might have forgotten about this campfire that was in between my hand. Playing that, now he knows I have another campfire. But yeah, so that's another thing you can do. You can if you use campfires, if you keep a campfire in your hand for ages, you play another Outland Ranger, you want to use a campfire, use the last campfire you gained, just as an information kind of thing thing because your opponent might forget that you had Campfire and not play around it. Colossus, yeah. I figured as much. Just take the draw. Oh, that's nice. I probably want to Soul Drain this and Wind Soldier this, but I don't have the Faeria for that. I think I can take a damage from this for a turn, so let's just... Yeah, let's take the Soul Drain, and then I'll Wind Soldier this next turn. Because if I take the Soul Drain, I can play the Charger, which is pretty important to me. Okay, we're starting to get back. We were in such a bad position when that Soul Drain went on the Charger, but because he retreated and didn't have a creature to follow up, actually worked out in our favor somehow. Wind Soldier, Campfire? Wind Soldier... Okay. Oh, nice. Nice little play there. Alright, we're gonna go Wind Soldier Charger this turn. Kill this guy. +1. And go Charger in the center. Very back and forth again. And I have Colossus. I want to set up a Colossus next turn if I can. Because he's already used... He's used 1. So I want Flash Wind on my top card. If I draw Flash Wind, I'm going to be laughing. Flash Wind is amazing right now. Alright, let's take a draw. Let's try and get that Flash Wind. Kaleem? Kaleem's interesting. So I'm going to retreat so I can still challenge this Charger if it comes down. I'm going to Soul Pact into a Colossus. Let's see if he has a Nightmare. Nightmare will cost him most of his turn. Here we go. Yeah, he has a Nightmare. Fanatic. Ah, oh, Fanatic. Fanatic is brutal. Excuse me. That was a mistake. I don't know whether that's BM or... Oh, right. He didn't shoot first. Didn't shoot with the Archer. That's why. That's why he said it. All right. So we clear this. Kaleem or Colossus? Kaleem offers a lot more flexibility at this point. I'm not in a position where I can go aggressive. So I'm just going to go Kaleem. We're getting deep into our decks. Aya is 11 cards, I'm 13. I have hand advantage, but I don't have board advantage. Still waiting on that flash wind. Oh man. Oh, I just don't feel I'm ever going to get ahead in this game. Oh, flash wind a little too late. Doesn't really matter if I do this, because he still trades. I don't know even why I did that. He still clears. I've lost this game now. I just keep getting overrun by 7/7s. This is my problem. I'm a bit disappointed in that. I just feel that this deck, it can be quite draw dependent sometimes. Let's see the lethal. Yeah, there we have it. And that's the lethal there. So, well played to Aya. I apologize I couldn't win with this deck this time, but to be honest, I felt like they were a little close. I don't know, this... Maybe I should have played Kaleem. I should have played Kaleem. Maybe I should have played a 7/7 to anticipate that 7/7 and trade off with it. That would have given me more time. Yeah, but I made a few mistakes. I think that's the problem as well. Alright guys, that is it for Deck Pilot. Thank you very much for watching. And playing this deck has taught me a lot. I kind of feel that I'm not very good at it, so I'll say that straight up. The heavy event package feels quite clunky to me sometimes, but I think you have to adjust your decision making to make that event package work. It is a hard deck to play. I've made a different version of this deck where I've taken out some of the events and added in Fanatics for additional mobility. I feel like having a bit of extra mobility with those charges is very strong. So yeah, I think you should try both lists out. I think Arianelle's list maybe is more geared to a tournament environment, and he's built it in a way to counter maybe specific decks if he lines up against it. But on the other hand, it could just be me. You know, it might not be the deck for me. My friend has been playing this deck recently, and he says he's had no problems with it. You know, he's been running it fine. So yeah, I think I prefer the yellow tempo decks that Sweetie and Cappuccino ran in Battle of the Gods over these kind of event-based ones. And I've kind of always preferred kind of the more solid yellow control or yellow tempo or yellow rush rather than event synergy variations, because, you know, they rely on you having these events to get your Colossus out and stuff like that. Anyway, thanks again. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out the hub for articles, guides, and decks. Until next time, guys, take care. Have a great day.